This is Brian. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. There it is, the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Grady Dick out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at center. And for Chicago, Ball is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Smith. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Buzelis in at the small forward. Now here's Dick. Barnes with a screen on Ball. On the wing, Grady Dick, hounded by Ball. Offensive board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Inside. And Vucevic slams it in.
If he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Now here's Giddey. Picked by Smith. Giddey passes to Smith. The kick out to Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Ingram. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. To the wing, right side. Oh, blocked by Ingram.
I know they love to see Ingram make big plays on defense, and that's the energy they want from him.
Here's Ingram. Barrett, a screen on Giddey.
Chicago foul. Buzelis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Chicago on D. Left side Dick. Pass to Ingram. Back to Dick. 6 on the shot clock. Sends it home from three-point land.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
And it's Ball off the drive.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Dick. And he dunks it down. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game, right?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Ingram with a screen on ball. Dick, the pass to Ingram. Back to Dick. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Dick's got 7 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Dick. Chicago making their last shot. Driving to the basket. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
Here's Ball, and the layup is good. Give him 8 points now.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Outside Dick, and he's going for the lob. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Assisted by
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Ball taking his time here. Yes, it's good.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Outside Barrett. And that one is stopped right through.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Dick. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game now. The first free throw is good.
shooting for Toronto. Dick.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Ball. Here's Buzelis. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick, and it's Boucher in at the 5 spot. Now here's Dick. Yep, count it. Dick's got 13 now. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
For a true center, Vooch is excellent in that catch and shoot.
Raptors trail by 6. Barnes with a screen on Ball. Here's Dick. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. Toronto shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. The Bulls on offense. Back to Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound Toronto. Now here's Dick. He's got 16. Ooh, stolen by Smith. The layup off target. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense, good at knowing when to take initiative.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Raptors trail by 5. Right side Barnes. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Giddey into the lane. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Boucher for 3. On target from range. Boucher's got 7 points in the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Buzelis. And that one is hammered home.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
It's good. He's got 18.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Outside Giddey. The kick out to Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Giddey. Three-pointer. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 5 assists in the game.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Picked by Vucevic. Giddey finds Smith. Back to Giddey. Two-handed power slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Dick. 18 points for him. Outside for Boucher. Clock at 4. Off target from the baseline.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Ball. Smith with a screen on Ingram. Here's Buzelis. Guarded by Barrett. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Okay now, Rook. Buzelis showing he can finish with some power.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett is screen on Ball. Dick, the pass to Boucher. It's Barrett on the wing. And Vucevic over to help. Takes the 3. Dick with a miss. Smith with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Giddey. The kick out to Ball. It could go. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Chicago ahead, up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been quite a game for Grady Dick.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Patrick Williams out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Kevin Herter. Then there's Taylor Horton-Tucker. And it's White in at the 1. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. Raptors trail by 5. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Well, the Bulls shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. And it's Herter penetrating. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Walter. Yet to see a basket. And here's Herter driving inside. Pass to Collins. Now here's Horton-Tucker. The kick out to Williams. Stripped it away. Walter from outside. Collins with the rebound. Bulls leading by 7. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Here's Herter. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's Abaji. Pass to Battle. Williams grabs the board. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Herter. White on the wing. Collins a screen. To the wing on the left. Back to White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And so here is Chicago. Toronto making their last shot. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Bulls leading by 9. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Every team needs those veterans to show how to be a pro, to build chemistry, and teach the youngsters how to play the right way. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic said, there's just more accountability when it's coming from another player, so I empower guys to communicate, talk, and be on the same page. Brian, it helps.
Has to. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Raptors trail by 9. Over to the wing. Here's Mobo. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Mobo. Defended by Horton-Tucker. Here's Battle. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Walter from outside. They get it back. Launches it from deep. The shot no good. The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Abaji. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Knocks down the triple. Battle's got 7 now in this quarter. And White has got the ball here for Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Driving in. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Nabaji off with the layup. And so it's Chicago going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Brandon Ingram.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Boucher in at the center position. Ingram against Giddey for 3. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. Dick's got 20.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Ball finds Giddey. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. Raptors trail by 12. And here's Ingram outside. Sinks the tray.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Barnes against Smith. Smith with a screen on Ingram. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
They want Ingram attacking the basket like this. It gets his juices flowing when he can get to the rim and finish strong.
Smith outside. Outside Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. The 3 is up. Pass to Buzelis. And Ball throws it down.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
Ingram, the pass to Dick. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Outside Dick. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Here's Giddey. Back to Ball. Right side Giddey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
For Chicago, Josh Giddey.
And he's good on the second. Raptors trail by 7. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Up and in on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Well, you see the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. And it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Three from Barnes. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. Ball passes to Smith. From the right block. Over to the left wing. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Barnes. Giddey with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Smith no good. Raptors trail by 11. Barrett passes to Barnes. Got a hand on it.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Lonzo Ball.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No one covering.
Brandon Ingram.
Here's Giddey. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 12.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference.
Everyone. Here on 2K Sports. Can't wait. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Josh Green is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the 5. And for Chicago, Josh Giddey is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the power forward. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season. Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Miller outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, this matchup features 2 teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now, here's Ball. Driving the lane, and Ball slams it in.
Yeah, I just love seeing it. Ball put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
Miller with a screen on Ball. Ball, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Buzelis. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Giddey. 6 to shoot. Back to Vucevic. Nailed from three-point land.
Mr. Vucevic has elite range for a big man. He will punish you from downtown if you let him. him.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside Williams. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Smith. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. Ball against Ball. Right side, Williams. Back to Bridges. Got a piece of it. Down low. Tries again. Pass the ball. Jacks up a 3. They kick it out to Green. Outside, Ball. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Chicago leading by 6. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And Ball slams it in.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Ball with the bucket.
This guy is always ready to shoot the 3. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Ball kicks to Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 11 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
They kick it out to Green. Driving inside. Misses the layup. The Bulls leading by 10. And Giddey gets it to go.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Chicago has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. 6 points for him.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Count it.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
And Ball slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Outside, Ball. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
It's been all about Lonzo Ball for the Chicago Bulls. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
They didn't hesitate to start working the offensive glass, and I'll tell you, those efforts have been rewarded with these second chance points.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Josh Green. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily overzealous his game, but don't give him that much space.
Bulls shooting their first free throw this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Outside, Ball. Knocks down the three ball. Ball's got 8 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Vucevic to the pass to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Ball. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Hornets. A 12-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Smith sets the pick for Ball. And it's Giddey in the corner. Another shot.
And you know Miller was in his head on that one. Nice job just staying connected, making the shot uncomfortable.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass. You can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
Ball with the bucket.
LaMelo Ball.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Miller against Ball. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. And Chicago has possession. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on the silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Giddey. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
At the line for the Bulls,
And I think when it comes to some of the more
taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw good from Giddey. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And it's Ball penetrating, and Ball slams it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Ball dishes to Bridges. And there's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And, you know, injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Guys, there is no doubting the passing ability of Josh Giddey. Pretty look.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 17. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
To the right side. And Vucevic kicks to Smith. Here's Ball. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Miller. Hornets trail by 17. Miller with a screen on Ball. Ball, the pass to Miller. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball over Buzelis. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
Against the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Miller dishes to Williams. Pass to Miller. Ball with it. Launches a three. Again, Ball missing. Outside, Ball. Miller grabs the miss. And here is Ball. The buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Taylor Horton-Tucker. Patrick Williams is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Kevin Huerter, and it's White in at the point. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. For the 3. The Hornets pull it in.
Train man.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to White. Kicks it out to Collins. Williams in the post, working on Williams. The layup off target. Hornets trail by 11. And stolen by White. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. And it's Williams finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
At the elbow, Collins. Here's Horton-Tucker. Offensive rebound to the wing on the left. Williams with a clean look. No good on the 3. Hornets trail by 13. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Out to White. Wide open. And the jumper falls for him.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players. Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's man, white covering. Beyond the arc. And the Hornets miss again. Chicago leading by 12. Herter kicks to White. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Man passes to Smith. Shoots the three. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a split. And White slams it in.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
A Kogi misses. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Chicago. They lead by 14. And a slam by Williams.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Smith surveying the D. Misses the three. The Bulls leading by 16. Williams finds White. .40 seconds left to play in the third. And with the rebound. Charlotte's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Great open look there. Man's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's White. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Jalen Smith comes in for Patrick Williams. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Horton Tucker. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Kevin Herter.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Vucevic a screen on Miller. Here's Giddey. And Ball with the block. That shot off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What an... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hornets trail by 14. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Giddey kicks to Ball. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Ball with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
Giddey goes in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Ball. That one misses. Nice defense from Giddey. Bulls leading by 18. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Giddey against Miller. Giddey the pass to Ball. Back to Giddey. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. Giddey's got 21 in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Chicago?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Deep 2 from Ball. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Buzelis. Smith finds Vucevic.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period. And it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Josh Giddey.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Ball against Ball. Buries it down low. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Ball against Miller. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Miller inside. Giddey defending. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Ball. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
to Giddey. Back to ball. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Hornets basketball.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Miller throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
5. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Green, and it's Williams in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Quickly.
Substitution for your Raptors. Dick Boucher. Dick.
Outside Dick. Pass to Boucher. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide open guy.
Looking at the Raptors spread, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, I felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, BA. There wasn't a lot of progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett on the trade, and slowly and surely they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
Here's Barnes after the basket by Charlotte from behind the arc, and again Toronto with a triple.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Ball into the lane for 3, Bridges. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Boucher, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. It's stolen by Barnes. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Yep, that one goes.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Ball into the lane. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Dick. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Sweet finish on the alley-oop. Ingram extending that time to throw it down.
Here's Ball. That shot off. Some solid defense from Barrett. On the take, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack. He named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. 8-point game. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, BA, he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Charlotte, no good that time either. Raptors lead by 10. Here's Ingram. Boucher finds Ingram. Back to Boucher. Fires the 3. Miller pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To halt the run. Here's Ball. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ball's got 6.
He's such a gifted scorer. Ball can get it done from all over the court.
And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Miller. Fast break. Here we go. From the arc. Ball with another miss. For Toronto, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Here's Barrett. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here we go. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played hard. We know who that was.
You've got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Ingram. Off target at the rim.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No short. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors?
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers, and they're capitalizing on.
On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Green out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Raptors lead by 8. Barrett, a screen on Miller. And that one's good. Ingram's got 6.
And gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
And he lobs it up.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time. And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Outside Barrett. Down low. Stolen by Ball. Oh, automatic around the rim.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Barrett passes to Ingram. Kicks it out to Barnes. Outside Barrett. Ingram with a screen on Green. Barrett into the lane. Oh, Williams with the block. Ball with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Dick. He's got 7. There's the drive. Pass to Boucher. To the paint. That one falls. 7 points in the game.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Bridges outside. Over Barrett. Miller on the wing. Bridges outside. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. Bridges has got 6 points.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Barrett passes to Boucher. And here's Ingram outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back to this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Green. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
No good with the triple. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
Barrett getting down low doesn't mean he can't be aggressive. He was on that play.
LaMelo working inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Barrett. Hornets with the rebound. He goes up, and it's hammered home by Green.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. When he gets room like that, you got to look out.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Bridges, a screen on Barrett. Ball passes to Miller. Bridges against Barnes. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Hey, I'd keep feeding him every trip. He's been on fire this quarter.
Barrett with it. Ingram with a screen on Green. Outside Ingram. From deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried. Ingram's got 9 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Hornets leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Rule, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Raptors trail by 3. We've got Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mobo in at power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Battles. Here's Abaji. Williams grabs the board.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff run.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
It's stolen by Poeltl. Abaji. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes both free throws. The Hornets with a lead. Man, the pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Abaji, covered by Smith. Pass to Battle. Here's Abaji. Up and over Smith. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And here's Nurkic. It's stolen. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Pirtle for the lead. And again, Toronto, no good. Here's Charlotte now. They lead by 1. Here's Mann. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass on the layup.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Abaji. Banked it in off the glass.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Mann. And the basket is good. Mann's got 4 points this quarter.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Battle. No points so far. Here's Abaji, covered by Smith. 4 on the clock for the tie. Abaji can't hit. Charlotte leading by 3. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brent.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
The Hornets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside man to the middle. Taken away! Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Battle. They grab their own miss. Pass to Shed. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And stolen by Williams. For 3, Smith knocks it down from distance. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
Hornets foul. Smith. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:33 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Mobo. And he was fouled while in the act of and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coaches.
Third team foul. At the line for 2.
Those calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Curry, he's checked in for Smith. And he makes a first. He's off on the second. Charlotte leading by 5. Outside Curry. Okogie, the pass to Curry. Williams with the screen. Curry, no good. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Mobo. Here's Battle. He takes it in, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Charlotte's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Mann. Chalk up 2 there. Mann's got 6 points. Raptors trail by 5. Goes up on the wing. Williams grabs the board. Now here's Curry. Mann, the pass to Curry. Back to Mann. Curry surveys. Clock at 6. Here he goes. The kick out to Williams. 3-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. And it's an 8-point Hornet lead. From outside the arc. And the basket by Agbaji. Agbaji's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Some changes for Toronto. Boucher comes in for Pirtle, and it's Dick in for Quickly. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
And it felt like RJ did a great job there of just baiting the defense in order to get the contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Outside Dick. Lets it go from deep. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Bridges into the lane. And it's Bridges with the jam.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Outside Dick. Boucher a screen on Ball. Here's Dick. Outside Barrett. 6 to shoot. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And you think about all the ways that RJ Barrett is getting that scoring done. Versatile.
Here's Ball. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The drive by Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, the length of Ingram on display, outstanding at finding the lane and and then he explodes through it.
Green finds ball. Ball on the take, and ball throws it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Bridges. Miller outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Raptors trail by 9. Ingram with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. Stolen by Ball. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's Ball on the drive. Misses in close.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Great open look there.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Ball against Barrett. And Ball throws it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Basket's good. And now it's an 11-point Hornet lead.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
That one's good from Green, and the assist from Bridges. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Hornets.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LaMelo Ball.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Stolen by Miller.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
34 seconds left in the final quarter. Bridges passes to Green. Back to Bridges. There's the drive, and it's Bridges with the jam.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a
2018, the Chicago Bulls.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Josh Giddey. Jalen Smith is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Booz in at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, they've got Ingram. Boucher out there with Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the shooting guard. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Giddey. Smith finds Giddey. They get it back. Booz with the ball. And he dunks it down.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Barrett against Ball. Ingram a screen on Ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
Lonzo Ball picks one up. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
You close off the lane, Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Giddey kicks the ball. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. No good that time.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
To the wing right side. Pass to Vucevic. Now Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barrett's got 8 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
From downtown, that one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking is at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Ingram with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Toronto working the ball around now. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
So with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. Bulls trail by 5. And it's Ball that time on the assist from Giddey.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Here's Abaji. Nothing on the board.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Vucevic. No good on that one. Nice D from Barrett. Toronto leading by 5. And here is Ingram. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Stolen by Ball. Now here's Giddey. G right on him.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Abaji. Ingram a screen on Giddey. Abaji, and no good on the last second attempt this time. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Buzelis with the ball. Barrett covering. Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 9.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Boucher. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Now, here's Boucher. Here's Ingram going inside. Buzelis grabs the board. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
Barrett against Ball. Pass to Boucher. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now Giddey. He's got 11. And it's Ball in the corner. And Ball slams it in. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Ball against Barrett for 3. Rebound by Smith. The Bulls have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
Ochai Abaji. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Ingram with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. It's stolen by Buzelis. Here's Giddey. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. They grab their own miss. Boucher passes to Ingram. Barnes with it. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 5 now.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
And Ball slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
1:11 left to play in the first half. Toronto trailing. Now the Raptors moving it up. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Ball. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Abaji. Boucher with a screen on Ball. Barnes can't get it to go. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage. He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Aggressive and physical. Barrett creating the contact there to draw the foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Boucher sends it back.
Toronto ball.
$12 seconds left here in the second. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. And Barrett slams it in. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Here's Ball. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot from the sleeve. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Jakob Poeltl, and it's battle in at the small forward position. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
And, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And White kicks to Herter. Collins setting the pick for Herter. Drives to the hoop. 5 on the clock. Here's White. And Poeltl pulls it down. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Herter passes to Williams. White inside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now here's Herter. Tight defense on him.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Outside, White. There's the steal. Here's Mobo. He's guarded by Williams. Right wing. Back to Poeltl. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Stolen away. Fast break, Toronto. Pass to Shed. Shoots over Horton Tucker. And it's Shed missing. Williams kicks to Herter. The shot by Williams, no good. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now, Dick. Pirtle with a screen on Herter. Dick finds Pirtle. Here's Dick. He's defended by Herter. Clock at 6. It's Dick on the wing. Shoots over Herter. Here's Shed. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Battle. And at last, they get one to fall. Battle's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Shed. They get it again. Back to Pirtle. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
It's picked off. Out to the right wing. Bulls moving the ball around. 3-on-3. Here's Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Giddy with it. 15 points in the game. He gets it in there. Giddy's got 17 now. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Buzelis. And Vucevic kicks to Smith. Ball against Barrett. Smith with a screen on Barrett. 6 to shoot. Here's Buzelis. Smith for 3. Nice D from Barrett. Nobody near Barnes. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. Deep 2 from Paul. And that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter and we've got a tight.
All right, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And the Raptors with the ball. It's a 1-point game. So the Bulls 5 right now. Jalen Smith is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Ball. And it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. Pass to Buzelis. Out to Smith. Ball against Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, I just love seeing it. Ball put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
Barnes screen on Ball. Here's Abaji. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And we're seeing Ball just take over. An efficient, effective scorer who feels comfortable shooting from anywhere.
Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ingram with the steal. Pass to Abaji. Barnes the screen. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And Ball size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Boucher finds Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Chicago trailing here. Ball with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Barnes can't get it to go. The Bulls have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And Vucevic throws it down.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Ingram finds Barrett. Pass to Boucher. And here is Barnes. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Buzelis. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Oh, here's Giddey. He started closely. There's Ball with the 3. The shot, no good. Nice D from Barrett. To the inside. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Ball feeling it out a bit. The wide open look here for Vucevic. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
He lobs it up. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around.
to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. We've got ball. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Buzelis in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, it's a must to avoid fouling Ball. I mean, he's excellent at taking it to the defense and drawing the contact.
The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
Now here's Giddey. To the wing, right side. Vucevic, the pass to Giddey. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Stolen by Ball. Here's the break. Takes a 3. And it's Giddey with the 3. Giddey's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Miller. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Here's Buzelis. Green covering. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Ball against Ball. Launches it. Rebound by the Bulls.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Ball against Green. Picked by Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Ball, and he drives in, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jalen Smith and the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative, and he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Ball passes to Bridges. Off target from three-point range. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Green covering. Now here's Giddey. Back to Ball. 5 on the clock. And Ball throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
By himself. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, Ball snuck out there capitalizing in transition, but his speed, part of that equation too. Good job by Ball.
Bridges, a screen on Ball. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Williams. And the shot goes in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Ball. He's got 5. Here's Vucevic. Back to Ball. To the left wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. They get the rebound. Outside Giddey. Stolen by Miller. Pass to Ball. For 3, Bridges. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Back to Ball. Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded by Bridges. Now Smith. There's Ball with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Ball's got 8 points.
Boy, you got to respect the fire and the back-at-you mindset of Ball there. You sink one on us, I'm going to make you pay by sinking one on you.
Now here's Williams. Bridges, a screen on Giddey. Bridges outside. The three. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago leading by 10. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Smith. Pass to Ball. Outside Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. Green covering. And it's the Hornets on the break.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the buckets.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Giddey. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Chicago. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
On the court for Chicago, we've got Smith. Lonzo Ball is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Here's Miller, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that. When you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges, most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
They get it back. Outside Giddey. A second to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
The kick out to Ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Giddey into the lane, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And Ball throws it down.
Oh, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Outside, Green. The kick out to Williams. Back to Green. Pass to Williams. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Chicago leading by 6. Vucevic, the pass to Ball. Now Giddey. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Green covering. 4 on the clock. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Williams. The Hornets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Bridges, a screen on Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Ball passes to Miller. No good on the three. Bulls leading by 6. To the left side wing. Pass to Giddey. 4-3. Miller pulls it in. The Hornets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. To the inside. Bridges. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with a blue-collar mindset.
Ball against ball. Back to Giddey. Pass to Ball. Shoots over Ball. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hornets trail by 3.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
For 3, Bridges. It doesn't go for him. Ball against Ball. Ball passes to Vucevic. Back to Ball. Shoots over Ball. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Chicago ahead. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Trey Mann out there with Smith. Then it's Williams. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Williams passes to White. Now the Hornets moving it up. Outside, Williams. Pass to Okogie for the tie. Nails it from 3. Okogie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. White, the pass to Herter. And here's Collins. Back to Herter. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic against Collins. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The finish! And Nurkic throws it down!
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
White looking it over. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor.
Why not? I say keep them coming.
Chicago shooting a nice 50% for the game. Kicks it out to Collins. Williams against Williams. Collins outside. Outside White. And he converts the layup. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Smith against Herder. Smith passes to Nurkic. Shot from the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Now here's White. He's guarded by man. Kicks it out to Collins. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Nurkic. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. White for three. Counted from distance. White's got 7.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And here's Nurkic for 3. Nurkic can't get that one to fall. And it's Collins with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 3-point lead. Here's Horton Tucker. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck.
Yeah, I love that determination right there.
Nurkic's shot is good.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
White, the pass to Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. Williams on the wing. Williams defending. Williams with the screen. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Nurkic from outside the arc. Williams grabs the board. Bulls leading by 6. Right side White. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Down low. Ooh, it's stolen away. And it's the Hornets on the break. The 3, Smith. And the three-pointer goes.
This is how confident Smith is in his range. He feels like he can drain it from just about anywhere.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. White with it. He's got 10. Misses the layup. Can't get the 3 to fall. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Bulls out. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Ball. And it's Giddey in at the 2. Ball finds Smith. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Terrific trip down the floor that time. Jalen Smith ends up scoring down low. You want that ball in the paint and in his hand.
Here's Ball. Finished off the break. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Miller, the pass to Ball. From distance, LaMelo Ball.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Pass to Vucevic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hornets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Now Williams. Miller outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Ball passes to Giddey. The kick out to Ball. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Ball. And that misses. That would have put them up. The Bulls have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Tipped away. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Miller against Ball. Miller, the pass to Williams to take the lead, and he lays it in. And the Hornets lead by 2. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Giddey. And he throws it down with one hand.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Ball. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. And it's Ball off the drive to the paint. Smith no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Miller against Giddey. The kick out to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Bridges. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And now it's a 5-point Charlotte lead.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And the Hornets making a change here. Nurkic just checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Bridges outside. Nurkic against Vucevic.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
His teammates look to Buzelis in the big moment, and he must be doing something right.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Green, the pass to Miller. To the middle. Nurkic finds Miller. Back to Nurkic. And it's good.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
3-pointer, Vucevic. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory. But
things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. They've got Ingram. Barnes out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Barrett, and it's Abaji in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Ingram. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Abaji, the pass to Barnes. Here's Abaji. Second shot opportunity. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barrett with this screen on Miller. Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Scotty Barnes at the line for 2. The play will be reviewed. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Barrett wide open, he fires. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You can tell some players like that rhythm dribble. R.J. Barrett using the pull-up jumper. Go ahead, R.J.
Ball no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that one's good, Abaji.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the Hornets with possession here. The Raptors getting the bucket. Williams inside. Boucher defending. That one drops for him.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Abaji, the pass to Barrett. Williams against Boucher. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, that's about perfect timing on the alley-oop finish. Scotty Barnes' teammates know he's a big-time vertical threat.
There's the lob to Bridges. Fast break Toronto. Here's Abaji. From outside, off the mark. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Bridges jams it in.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Barrett for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling you guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Bridges with the steal. On the wing, Green. Bridges against Barnes. Miller with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
And again, Toronto no up. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Deep 2 from Ball. The shot's good. Ball's got 5.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Barrett for 3. Green with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way
this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now. If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Bridges outside. Into the lane, and it's Ingram with the rebound. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. 4-point game.
Well, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
Bridges a screen on Barrett. Here's Ball. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Barrett inside the three-point line. Top of the key jumper, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Hornets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Charlotte.
They've made the most of the turnovers they've forced, putting on a lot of pressure here early on.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Chris Boucher. Brandon Ingram's out there with Barnes. Then it's Barrett, and it's Abaji in at the 2 spot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Barrett.
We've seen this time and again. R.J. Barrett will not be deterred by a little contact.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of the season. Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And the shot goes down. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Ball against Barnes. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Abaji the pass to Ingram. Outside Barrett. To the paint. Boucher in the post. Working on Williams. And it's Ingram missing. Charlotte leading by 6. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Ball kicks to Bridges. Back to Ball. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. There's the lob to Bridges, and stolen by Barnes. And Ingram launches it from deep. They get the rebound. And that one's good, Abaji. And now it's just a 4-point Charlotte lead.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Bridges a screen on Barrett. Here's Ball. Off target at the rim. Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
3 points. And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Bridges misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Barrett. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Ball, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on R.J. Barrett. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Ingram outside. 107 left in the first half.
What an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Ball against Barrett. Bridges a screen on Barrett. Outside, Ball. Back to Bridges. Good D by Barnes. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Here's Barrett. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Barnes outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, you love Barnes being assertive on offense. He forces the defense to foul him there.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's tied up with that one. The Hornets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Ball feeling it out a bit. Bridges outside. Miller with a screen on Barrett. Puts up a 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Charlotte. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
27.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Grant Williams is out there with Nurkic. And it's Smith. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Hornets 5. That one good for 2. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. How do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Smith finds Williams. Here's Okogie. The kick out to Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Nurkic with the steal. Down low. Here's Okogie. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Smith outside. Pass to Nurkic. The 3. The shot misses. Toronto trailing. Here's Castleton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Man with it. Six on the shot clock. Rebound by the Raptors. Dick with it for the lead. And the rebound by Nurkic. Smith the pass to Man. Smith up top. Dick defending. Back to Nurkic. Fast break Toronto. Here's Mobo. That gives them the lead. Mobo's got his first points in this one. Charlotte trailing. Man gets the bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Dick. And the rejection by Smith. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Dick. Rebound by Okogie. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Man. To the inside. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Well, be aggressive and leave, no doubt. Josh Okogie up on the finish.
They set the pick. Here's Dick. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now, Man. Nurkic dishes to Williams. 5 to shoot. Pass to Smith. The 3. The rebound by Shed. Toronto shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team.
For Charlotte, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Mark Williams is checked in for Nurkic. Bridges comes in for Williams. Josh Green's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's ball in for Trey Mann. It's Barrett on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Barrett kicks to Ingram. Traps in the tray. Ingram's got 8.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Green can't hit from in close. That will count. That one, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hornets ahead. They lead by 1. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Here's Barrett. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got R.J. Barrett. There's Boucher out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Abaji in at the shooting guard.
The entire offensive arsenal of R.J. Barrett is on display.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Yes, that goes in. And the Hornets lead by 1.
I tell you, the intuition, the IQ of LaMelo Ball, the guy just knows what to do and when. Nice drive.
Excellent D there from Ball.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
And slammed up by Ingram.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-handed.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Here's Ball. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Abaji. And here's Boucher. Here's Barrett. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barrett's got 20 points.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Here's Ball. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Barrett with the drive.
You get the sense his teammates love to see R.J. Barrett in attack mode. It gets this team motivated.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc, it's tipped.
Well, you want the activity and the disruptive ability of R.J. Barrett to be on display. It is right there.
And Barrett slams it in.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Barrett against Ball, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul.
Brandon Ingram.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Inside, shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
How big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Ingram a screen on Ball to take the lead, and the shot's good for Boucher. And the Raptors lead by 3.
What a play by Boucher. The aggression in a tough spot. Nicely done.
Here's Ball. Basket counts. Ball's got 10 points in the quarter.
Now LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
And it's Barrett penetrating. And Barrett slams it in.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Miller sets a screen for Ball. Gonna go that time. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Abaji. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Off on the layup. It's Miller on the wing. Now Ball. Back to Miller. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It drops. A tremendous three to tie it up.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Ball dishes to Bridges. Outside ball. Bridges a screen on Barrett. Ooh, offline.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic